Hello, and welcome to the Project's Relax Talk. I am your host, Smokey, and of course, joining with me as always is my co-host, Spooge.
Hello.
How you doing today?
I'm doing good. I'm feeling though I don't know, I'm feeling a little bit of vengeful.
Oh, really? Oh, no.
Yeah, I I work in retail, so there's a there's violence inside me, you know.
Yeah, of course. Obviously, there would be. Why wouldn't
Just
there be
from the
violence?
interactions of having to kiss people's asses and being thrown under the bus and being sometimes you just want to lash out,
Yeah,
being rode upon,
gotcha. sort of like a, sort of like an elephant.
Yeah, like a motherfucking elephant. That's a reference to a song that no one knows. But pff, I've I've been looking up a lot of elephant attacks. All right, let's just cut
Yeah.
to the chase. I've been deep into elephant attacks, and out of all of them, just like you type any elephant attack into YouTube, you'll get a shitty piece of like the aftermath of like one or maybe the beginning of one.
But you'll never
But
get the full.
all of them are in all of them are in Kerala. It's all in fucking Kerala, and it's always this fucking fest. I'm not gonna say anything else about the fest because I don't wanna step on any cultural toes here, but obviously they need to stop using elephants.
Yeah. Well, you
Because
sent
this
me
happens.
one. You
This
sent
is
me a
all. This is
video.
just from what I typed in for Corolla 2015 because I was trying to find one specific one, but I got sidetracked with five other ones, and this is one small incident
Oh yeah, the
that
the
I
the
sent.
one that you want, the one you sent me.
Yes, this one I sent because I'm actually 100% sure no one died in this one,
Okay, cool,
elephant
cool.
included. With a lot of them, they end up getting shot or
Gotcha,
someone gets
gotcha.
crushed.
So,
It's
should
pretty
I
fucked.
should I play this 28
Yes.
second clip real quick?
Yeah, it's real quick.
All right.
This video infuriates me though, and you'll see why pretty
Okay.
quickly.
Now, seems like it's just like three. First of all, I would hate having three grown ass motherfucking adults on me. So,
Yeah, and I'm gonna actually
and
fact
then
check
yeah,
this
that
before I
that
say
that's
it.
bullshit. Like, what happened there? Like, what's with the jump cut?
Yeah, like I'd love that's how all these videos are. You don't get any context.
Like, that is very
Uh,
that's a
YouTube, you
very
you
asshole
weak
thing.
you're weak with it's all clickbaity with all the elephant stuff too. You get there'll be like looped footage of like one quick thing for 4 minutes, and you think like you got the full thing, but no, it's just this like 15-minute clip looped 50
So you
times.
you think there's like some elephant bias going on or something?
Um, I think there's just like people pulling this stuff off of like of what used to be like a live leak, and it's just it's a little bit like they had to put it through some type of filter so it wouldn't be spotted or something.
Yeah, I got you,
Because a lot of
got you.
them, I guess they can't show the full thing because the full thing may be super fucking gruesome. Uh, Except they have
Maybe,
the
maybe.
full, they have the full Tyke the Elephant attack on there though.
Yeah, yeah. So
Maybe it's regional because the Tyke the Elephant one, it was in it was in Hawaii, and it was like it was like being recorded consistently through that whole like circus fest,
yeah,
So I guess it's a little bit more understandable while it's just kind of on like shitty phones in India.
yeah. That would make kind of sense. That would make some kind of sense.
Yeah, but there's this one I was actually trying to find, and it's the Kerala like Mad Elephant Attack 2015. The only thing that you could find is like this like stupid reality show like reaction to it with like a stupid filter or no, a stupid watermark like in the center of the thing. And that's what I was
So
trying to find. I was because it was obvious from what they were watching. Like there's like there's a full like documentation of this attack, and I can't find it anywhere. Like there's at least like 10 minutes worth of
oh
like
man, that would be
you know
maddening.
these like elephants are just going to town on like this village, like just tearing down like posts and
And this was like
buildings, and they're going
documented.
kaiju. Yeah,
Oh man.
and I might have to bite the bullet and watch the annoying reality TV people react to it with funny sound effects.
Oh, that's gonna be so annoying. Yeah, that.
But I would I'd probably have to go outside of YouTube to try to find the original.
Yeah, most
But,
likely because that seems like that wouldn't be on YouTube. To be honest, YouTube is kind of like up in the air right now
mm,
when it comes to like violence and stuff like that.
yeah, but it was straight up at like the closest thing to Godzilla that we'd ever get to of giant kaijus destroying a
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
village.
I like that comparison. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's what it looked like.
Okay,
That's
gotcha,
what they're
gotcha.
experiencing. That was exactly what was happening.
Damn.
There's also a good get another instance of that happening that has some pretty good video of if for anyone out there look up Homer the elephant seal because
Oh,
that was also a kaiju that was not quite to the extent of the elephants, but he I mean he took out some cars.
oh! I know Homer. I know who you're talking about. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That was a great yes. The elephant seal that the
A little bit less intense. He's a little bit more funny.
yeah he was more just trying to mate with some cars.
He was yeah, he was into play fighting. He was like
Yeah.
sparring too.
He wasn't trying to like hurt anybody, but still that was a funny moment.
He was too honestly like as dangerous as they are like on that terrain. He was too slow to catch up with anybody. Like if someone accidentally fell, it would have been a problem. But he was
Yeah, that's for sure.
walking
Yeah,
around.
it's not like he was on asphalt and everything.
He was a local character while this attack was like a horror movie.
Yeah, I got you. I got you. Drastically different events.
But probably you'll hear more of me as I get deeper sucked into elephant attacks.
Yeah,
The rabbit hole of
you've
that.
been on it. You've been on elephant attacks for like 2 weeks now.
I've been wanting to just discuss it in kind of general with like another topic, but I feel like it needs its whole thing, especially just like I feel like Tyke
Yeah, I
the
got you.
elephant deserves his own.
So
That's what
do you
all
think
it's
this
all
will
stems
actually be
down
like
to.
one of your like first scripts or something like that, or
Possibly,
outlines or
yeah.
something?
Possibly.
Cool,
Possibly. If
cool.
I do one, it's definitely starting with the elephants. That's for
Gotcha,
sure.
gotcha. For sure. I understand. All right, there's no real clean segue into what I want to cover next before we react to the other trailer. So, how do you feel about Nirvana?
Nirvana, yeah, I like him. I like a lot of I'm not like a super fan, but I respect them. And I like a lot of their like less popular songs. There's a couple ones that's like, I don't need to hear it. I don't need to hear
Mm,
you know,
all right.
Teen Spirit. Except Kurt Cobain hated that song too.
Yeah, yeah. I'm in the same ballpark as you. I mean, I kind of like
Hmm.
Teen Spirit, but that's just my taste. Kind
I
of.
don't hate it. I just don't need to hear it again.
Yeah, I got you. But what do you think of the cover of their album Nevermind?
Is that the baby?
Yeah, the baby cover. Yes. What do you think about that? What is your opinion on that?
I mean, I think it's fine. I, I I don't think it was as edgy as some people think. It's just a baby. It's just a baby.
Well,
Unless there's some fucked up backstory about it that I don't know.
No, there the baby that was on the cover is
Was it a real
suing
baby?
the yeah, the baby that was
Well,
on the
that's weird.
cover. His name it was Spencer Eldon. He's 30 years old now. Says
Hmm.
Nirvana engaged in child pornography when the band used a picture of him naked on the cover of the Breakthrough album. And he's
Hmm.
suing the album and Kurt Cobain's estate and the surviving members of Nirvana and Courtney Love and a whole shit ton after celebrating it for like celebrating this album for like he recreated this album 4 times for the 10th, 17th, 20th, and 25th anniversaries, and now he's going to sue for this album. Even though
Huh.
I have a caveat, yes, technically, yes, it is child pornography, but he wants to say that his parents were never rightfully paid or anything. But turns out they were actually paid $200, and not only were they paid $200, they added that hookfish and the dollar to the picture afterwards, so that would be their own artistic twist to the picture, thus making the copyright very gray.
Hmm.
So that is what's happening there.
Well, this is really complicated.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to talk about it. And I'm
Because I don't. I
New York
guess
Post is going in. I have an article from the New York Post, and they're going to town on Spencer Eldon. Like they must be like whoever wrote this article must be an avid fan or something because he calls it Nirvana baby Spencer Eldon is poster child for our victim culture,
Mm.
and the whole article is just completely negative towards him. Here's a quote from the
Is
article.
is is New York Post one of the more conservative ones?
I don't know, to be honest, but I'm gonna read a quote from the article. It's a paragraph from the article. Spencer Eldon is a useful illustration of widely accepted principle. If you can't get rich by hard work, talent, or dumb luck, the best method is probably to start screaming out, "I'm a victim." Victimhood is worth something. Sometimes it's worth a lot.
Let me cut in real quick. Victimhood, pr capitalizing on victimhood has been an old American tradition before the whole culture war even started. I mean, like suing people like
Yeah,
breaking into someone's house and then suing them because you injured yourself or
yeah,
shit
I
shit
know
like
exactly
that,
what you're talking about.
and I mean, like, I don't know. I feel like yes and no, you know.
Yeah, I'm very like cuz I'm a
I f-
Abbott fan.
yeah.
I don't like the fact that he's suing Kurt Cobain's estate though.
Yeah,
Like
that's dumb.
that's effectively suing a dead person, and that kind of rubs me wrong. Like if he was just suing the surviving members of Nirvana, that I would kind of understand because that's him just seeking, you know, punishment, but he's literally just seeking payment because he's trying to sue. He even threw Courtney Love into the lawsuit, and I don't even think Courtney Love can like. Was she a member of
Hmm.
Nirvana at one point? Like, what would she have to do with the album cover at all?
I mean, I also know who's ever. I mean, no one's like I don't know, like it's a fucking baby.
Yeah,
You know, like that was even if it was like when you if it was like in hindsight maybe it was a good idea just like with more knowledge, but like I mean it's like just
that
with like the innocence at the time and just the intent of it was
yeah,
obviously not that was super obviously not that, you
yeah,
know.
it's definitely not child. The whole point is to make you uncomfortable. That was Nirvana's shtick.
And it was goofy. It was
Yeah,
I mean it's funny.
but where there's a quote, he says, because it's ironic because they have him chasing a dollar bill on the album cover, and now he's suing that like he's still chasing the dollar
that,
bill.
that I mean that is perfect.
That is like
Honestly, there's like some like weird like supernatural fortune telling going on there.
yeah, oh yeah. Like that
Or
definitely
maybe that was
predicted it
just for
because he
self-fulfilled prophecy
recreated
right
it
there.
4 times
Hmm.
too. That's what really irks me. Like if he really was so victimized by this and traumatized by this picture
Oh,
being out there
is
and
there an
everything,
adult
why would
version
he
of
recreate
him
it?
doing this picture with his wang out?
I don't think his wang was out for the recreations. I think he was clothed,
Ah,
but 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 still, like
I don't know if once he hits like 20 or something, he should be hanging down. Wuss.
yeah, I feel you. I feel you. He
If you want to recreate it, come on. I guess
a
unless you're
true
like,
recreation.
mm, I don't know, maybe he had a really tiny dick. I don't know.
Uh, yeah, he could be
And just
compensating.
shrinkage. They don't account for the shrinkage. Hey, water's cold.
All right, so you ready to check out the gameplay trailer of
Oh, I have to cue it back up because I went back to the elephant video.
that's fine. That is fine. I was
Damn it, another unskippable ad.
just
How
tell
do
me
you
when
know
you're
that I like
ready.
to skip?
I'm at the may contain inappropriate content for children.
And I am too. Ready?
Yep.
One, two, three.
And here we go. Apparently this is supposed to show gameplay, so and I might
Hopefully
have to
it's not a
cut
bunch
some of
of
this
stupid
out.
already rendered cutscenes.
Oh, I that this is the it's saying Frax's game and everything contains
Who dat?
a mixture of gameplay and cinematic captured on PC. So this is the PC, I guess. I really hope this comes fucking in to console. But it's probably gonna be PlayStation 5 if anything. Are you there?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I
You
was.
just went deathly silent.
You're good. I was people. certain certain characters. I'm guessing the purple one is that Psylocke?
No, that's the. I think that's the. Man, she's from the Runaways, I believe.
Okay, I don't actually.
Your audio's cutting out real bad.
Is it?
Yeah, it cut out really bad right there.
Is it better now?
Yeah, it got better, but for a second, like your audio, like like that.
Oh, I might have just been not talking loud enough.
I got you. I got you.
Who the fuck is that?
I don't.
Who just made the portal? I thought it was like Thor for a second.
Yeah, no, I have no clue. I have no clue.
Just from the back, and I was like, wait, that doesn't look right. Wait, did
Yeah,
they have?
that's definitely the chick from Runaways.
Okay, then they have a new stout. I know there's like new Ghost Riders. I just don't know
That that
them very
that
well.
Ghost Rider kind of reminds me of the Ghost Rider from the Agents of Shield TV show. Was it Agents of Shield?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know there's a. I don't know. I only know the couple of new ones from their team up in the Deadpool ones.
So I wish they would like give a list of the.
I know one of them had a car.
There's a new Ghost Rider with a car.
Yeah, he's been like I think for like, years now.
Oh well, I haven't been
There's been a
keeping up with
couple.
Ghost Rider like whatsoever
That's what I
because
was saying. I only know this because of and this wasn't even a recent comic. This was back in the Deadpool team up series
gotcha,
when he
gotcha.
teamed up with a like really obscure, kind of
Uh,
forgotten Marvel characters.
I'm not sure how I feel about this because it looks like the gameplay is kind of like dictated by cards.
Oh yeah, yeah. I didn't really understand what was going on there.
Like they need a way better. Yeah, this is weird. Who is that?
Ooh, if it's a game that's gonna be if they haven't already, it's gonna introduce pay to win or like
Yeah,
you could buy all the cards to get all the other characters and all the
yeah.
variants.
I don't think this is gonna be a game that we want to play. To be honest,
No.
this doesn't look promising. I don't care for this gameplay whatsoever.
Honestly, the first red flag was that it was Marvel.
I mean I kind of being in the hands of Firaxis, I kind of was hopeful, but
You'd think, but also Marvel and now new Disney Marvel. So I don't
yeah,
know.
I know the only good Marvel games we're gonna get is Spider-Man, and that's because it's owned by Sony.
Mhm. There's gonna be a catch. There's always gonna be a catch now.
All right, so
Probably not even ever gonna get a good Punisher game again because of it too.
man, don't even remind me. I've been wanting to play. Oh man,
Honestly,
you just
we only
reminded
need
me.
the one Punisher game. Honestly, we just need a re-release of that.
That would be so good. I would so love that. That would. I want to play that game again so bad.
I wonder if Disney would like let that happen at all,
Probably not.
especially with like the the
There are some
current
pretty bad
climate.
scenes, and I'm not gonna lie. That can be for the time that it can be pretty brutal at times.
That game was pretty. That would be a fun one to do if we could.
Yes, I
Maybe
would love
someday.
uh that, and I
Maybe
know it
someday.
doesn't really matter, but I would love to do the story mode of Tony Hawk Underground because of just the absurdity of it.
Never had any experience with it. Like I have no idea about anything about those games, other than
Well,
people talking about how
the
good the
second one
soundtrack
kind
is.
of goes over the top, and I don't really like it. But the first one's story is kind of surreal, over the top.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so like it's more grounded, but wacky shit still happens. But it's more focused
Are,
on the skateboarding than it is being wacky. And the
mhm.
second one's just all about being wacky and doing weird shit.
We would have to have the goal of unlocking Bam Majera. I know he's in one of those games.
Well, in the story mode, you create your own. You take your own. You create your own character, and you build up your own career and stuff like that.
If we can't unlock him, we'll make him.
I know for a fact that at the end I believe you get to make like your dream skateboarding team at the end,
Mhm.
so I think we'll be able to add them to that.
R.I.P. Bam.
He didn't die.
I mean, he in a way he did. let's let's be honest.
Don't be don't be putting that out in the ether like that, man. What the heck's wrong with you? Uh,
The world's not kind to him enough for that to happen.
well, before we went into that tangent, you actually sent me this article. This is from August 13th, so this is pretty old, but anti-vax nurse denies injecting 8,600 patients with fake COVID vaccine.
Oh yeah.
All
Yeah, I
right.
remember this being in Germany too, of all places.
I'm not sure how much I'm going to get into this. I'm going to start reading it and we can trail off if we want to.
Hmm.
So she figured it was worth a shot. This was written by a Ben Cost, and of course, this is from the New York Post as well.
New
Uh,
York Post.
she figured it was worth a shot. The infamous anti vaxxer nurse has now denied allegations that she injected 8,600 patients with a saline placebo. They spelled placebo placebo.
Placebo?
Yeah. Uh,
Wait,
instead
it,
of
it should
the
be spelled P. It should be spelled Placedo, right? Placebo. Wait, but I didn't spell that right.
I was
Fucking
about to say what the fuck.
not D and B. But I know there is supposed to be like it's like ACE.
It might
No,
be
it's like
that
placebo.
actually. I might be
Yeah,
wrong. I might be wrong. Yeah, it is placebo. Yeah, okay. Okay, I'm completely wrong. I'm a dumbass.
it's a weird word.
All right,
Libido.
so instead of the COVID 19 vaccine claiming that it was only a one time incident, a lawyer for the 40-year-old Red Cross nurse who worked in Freslin, northern Germany, has now claimed that she only diluted one coronavirus jab to cover her tracks after breaking a vial of vaccine. The German news outlet DO reported. He added that she feared losing her job over the mistake. So you
Oh,
go
I
ahead
didn't
and
hear
do
that part
another
of it.
mistake.
I did not hear that part of it before.
The
That's new.
runs contrary to widely circulated police reports, which accused the medical professional of going rogue and administrating diluted jabs to 6 people. Witnesses from the vaccination center also claimed that she used shots that were tampered with along more frequently, according to local reports. The fact is, we do
Hmm.
not know how many of them are unvaccinated and are partly vaccinated. The
What a
head.
mess.
Okay, so yeah, I don't know how they got that number, 8,600.
Yeah.
Like, that's a lot of, like,
Did I wonder if they called anybody and like tested them for the vaccine? And then they maybe like they saw she was lying and then did an estimate, you know. But it would be nice if they like explained things like that. Like I know it's like,
I'm gonna
and I feel
keep
like it'd be
going into the
important information.
article and see. It may be the only ever third syringe was manipulated. It may be that there was no further cases. Unfortunately, the woman is not cooperative with police. She is silent. Police has also accused that so-called shot blocker of airing anti-vaxxer views on Facebook. However, her attorney claimed that she herself had received the vaccine. Okay, just that might have been a job require. Like she might have, because she's so scared of losing her job, they might have threatened to fire her for not getting the vaccine.
Hmm.
I know Germany laws is completely different than ours, so they might be able to do that.
Hmm. Hmm.
This comes after local council 7 Embassy uploaded a Facebook post imploring 8,600 residents to get a second shot as they may be affected by the nurse's diluted vaccine thus this past spring.
So I wonder. So I guess there's no danger. I guess especially if you let some time pass of getting a second shot. Like even if you maybe
Yeah,
if you
apparently
even
she was just
had one.
according to her, she literally just made one mistake, but even so, I would have just reported the first mistake of breaking the vaccine vial instead of just giving a fake shot out, because that's
Mm.
even more irresponsible.
And honestly, I mean, also with Germany, it's like even messing up like that, I doubt you're gonna be fired. Feel like there's more protections to your job than that. Of just like dropping something, you didn't like really endanger anybody.
Y-
All you did was, you know, maybe just lost them a little bit of money.
yeah. All right. So
Uh, yeah.
I don't think I to be honest, I don't think she needs her medical license anymore. To be honest.
Oh yeah, that's obvious. Yeah, she she can't be trusted.
But and more. There's no real clean segues for the articles that I had. These are literally articles that I just gathered just in case.
You know what? Fuck the segues.
Yeah. So
That's my segue.
this is actually fucking ad. This is from fox5atlanta.com. This is a little close to home. A man who led police chase in stolen mortuary turns self in. So, a Georgia man accused of stealing a
Wait.
mortuary van with a body inside
Oh.
for what?
Oh no, you answered my question.
Okay.
I didn't hear the mortuary van part. I just heard stolen mortuary, and I was like, a whole mortuary?
All right. So, a Georgia, yeah, accused of stealing a mortuary van with a body inside for crematory parking lot and leading police on the chase has turned himself into authorities. Uh, the police told the detectives had been looking for the 23-year-old who was their prime suspect in a number of entering auto cases. Entering auto cases. Yeah, I guess he's been entering a bunch of people's cars lately.
Hmm. I wonder if that's like, so it's not the breaking part. So maybe he's just like checking if they're like
Uh,
unlocked, and if they're
ho-
unlocked, he quickly steals things out of there.
yeah, but I think he actually stole this van. The police
Oh, nice.
said that they spotted him Tuesday afternoon. Griffin saw the mortuary van parked outside a crematory, jumped in, and took off. Unfortunately, there was a body on the gurney inside, and when the suspect did take off, the gurney rolled out of the van. It didn't end up in the parking lot. At least, thankfully, it didn't go out into the road. That must
Hmm.
be like the most bizarrest shit to discover just in a random ass parking lot. Just a random body.
A roundabout.
Like, did they not have money to cremate the body and did they just leave it out there? Like,
Ooh, I wonder if it was like a hot day. If it was like hot in the
ah,
van.
that would suck.
Oh my God. It's like- though I wonder if he stole it and then realized, or did he like go in there and then realize it and was like, dude, there's a body in here. Oh, I'm
Oh,
totally taking
man.
this for a joyride.
So, apparently,
Putting in my Iron Maiden CD, baby.
go, can, can, continuing with the article, officers pursued the stolen van onto Interstate 20 West, where assistance from DeKalb County authorities and Georgia State Patrol was requested. Our suspect did strike a couple of vehicles. Ultimately, he hit a trailer and blew a tire. Police said Griffin ditched the vehicle near Wesley Chapel and took off running.
See, what would actually make the story interesting is if he took off running with the body.
Well, the body was left in the parking lot. He didn't.
No, but if that
Oh, if
was
it
the
stayed
objective,
into the car, yeah, that would.
if he crashed and then like got the body outside of the thing and started running with it, dragging it.
Oh, like that was his purpose to steal
Mm.
the body.
Finders keepers.
That would make the story a lot more interesting. The police searched a wooded area north of the interstate and were unsuccessful in locating Griffin. On Thursday, Griffin turned himself in to the authorities. Officials have not released what he will be charged with. It's apparently Stan was shocked about when he heard about the theft. He told Stan Henderson, I guess this was the mortuary, the dude that owns the mortuary, apparently was shocked when he heard about the theft. He told Fox 5, Dennis Dillon, it's ridiculous that the dead can't even rest.
What a ghoulish act.
The devilish fiend. Alright, so there is one
Oh yeah,
last.
and I want to go just New York Post does have a political bias. It would be Republican because they are owned by Lachlan Murdoch, who is a Fox dude.
That's crazy that they're defending that because Nirvana was so anti-establishment.
But also, I mean, it was uh, it's complicated because I mean, yeah, they were, but they weren't exactly like liberal either. They're sort of anti that too. They're kind of anti like any type of stance.
Yeah, that's what I was
It
saying.
was more of a
Anti-establishment, like
nihilistic thing, and
they
yeah.
were complete. They were the definition of the anarchy generation.
But now it's like this the super fun thing for like all right people to be like, well, actually, like all these cool people that were rebellious, they were actually alt right, and we're the real punks.
Yeah, trying to claim that shit even though they don't even know what punk is.
Mm. When and like just totally misrepresent, and it's like, well, it's like, yeah, Kurt Cobain liked guns and stuff, but really he was just a nihilist.
Yeah, he was great. To be honest, he was for and foremost deeply deeply addict and
His political stance was I love heroin.
yeah, that's ultimately what Kurt Cobain cared about in the end. Like he didn't really
You
care
know
about
what?
anything else. Like he would even after he had money, he would fucking live and he would still, you know, stay in the sleaziest motels and live the cheapest way possible because, got to spend $500 a day on heroin.
Yep. That's how it be.
All right, so this one last article I need to get out because it's really old. This is from way back in July. Several U.S. states are banning gaming PCs.
What?
Yes, the ban targets PCs with this. This comes from Gamer Revolution, written by a Sam Sant. This is from July 27th, so it's kind of old. The ban targets PCs with high power consumption when idled, provided a powerful PC has a power or supply that is able to lower the power usage enough while idled. It will satisfy the SEC energy efficiency requirements. However, PCs using a power supply that still uses a lot of power while idle will be banned in certain states. It should be noted that most manufacturers and system integrators have planned for the changes. The majority of modern power supplies should be fine. Uh, the
Okay,
states the states that
that's
are
a little bit
banning
different.
the states that are banning it are California, Colorado, Hawaii, Oregon, Vermont, and Washington. Are beginning to prevent gamers from buying high spec gaming PCs due to power consumption regulations.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I'm honestly, I'm gonna be careful to. I'm gonna be honest. I I have a mixed opinion on this. This feels like I would need to look more into that, especially onto what specifically they're banning. Like to the extent, like are we talking
Yeah.
just like some ridiculous level shit that no one exactly needs, and it's
Well,
wasteful.
apparently this is effectively locking gamers in these states out of the highest settings and best gaming experience.
Mm.
I don't see how it this it's more about your computer idling, not about when it's in motion, like you're actually.
Does this sound more like it'd be like more targeting like people who are like harvesting Bitcoin and stuff? Like, like who just like let their computers
Desktop
just like
PC and monitors
eat up a shit
combos
ton
can
of
consume
electricity
several.
like for days and days on end,
This
right?
really doesn't. The article sadly doesn't really go into the actual ban itself. It just like
'Cause that's
explains.
what it's weird. It's weird that it's targeting gaming PCs. You think it'd be
I think it's
I guess
high.
people do use
I
gaming
think it's high
PCs
end
to.
PCs in gen. I think any PC that's gonna have power supplies that doesn't meet requirements are banned from those six. I think it was 6 states.
But they said the problem comes from idling, and
Mm,
that's like leaving it
so-
on. That's it being on for like long periods of
Yeah,
time,
and
right?
you keep your. Okay, yeah, I can, because you don't turn off. I don't turn off my, like, I reset it
Hmm.
every so often, but you don't turn, even if you have a laptop, you don't turn off your thing, like your rig, like that. Just you
And
don't do that.
I could see that it's been discussed as a problem, and it has been a problem in some areas with people uh, collecting Bitcoin,
Yeah,
just
but
of like the amount of energy that takes.
when it comes to the gaming PCs though, you got one person like probably using the same amount, and amplify that by how many people are using a gaming PC that's producing the same amount as the Bitcoin farm is, the one Bitcoin
Hmm.
farm. So that's probably what's
Yeah.
going on, because it's not like Bitcoin farms are a dime a dozen. They're actually they're not that common,
No.
or or everybody would be doing it, and Bitcoin wouldn't be able to sustain itself.
Hmm. So yeah, I'm a little mixed on this. I I feel like maybe there's another way to do this, but I I personally have been wanting like in the future like at least a good somewhat of a good PC, but it's still I don't think it would really ever affect me.
Yeah, I mean, this could
I'm never
also
gonna get
affect.
anything that high
It will affect uh the creation of future consoles, because their power supplies will also have to meet with the demands as well. Even though I know consoles don't idle as much as a gaming PC.
grade. You know what they should do is like a way to fix that. Maybe you could have an alternative model that's like a greener one that just takes up less, like a
Yeah,
kind of a
for those
cheaper
six
model.
states.
Yeah, and maybe that'd be a good way to encourage businesses to have like an alternative, you know, models for that.
Yeah, for
I don't know.
sure.
It, it's a complicated thing with banning things like that. There's definitely, I mean, it's definitely trampling on freedoms there. Uh,
Yeah, for sure. Because I don't see how a gaming PC's
but
power
it
consumption
definitely ain't
is affecting anything.
it ain't black and white. I mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
this is definitely a very
like
gray
I know,
area.
hmm
Because I
like
don't
it,
know.
but both ways.
I don't know the actual I don't know like how much power a gaming PC can actually consume. Like I don't know the actual numbers or anything, and the article
Hmm
doesn't share it. So, but yeah, that is that's pretty much you know what, we might
I
as
was so
well
ready for that article to go a different way.
um
I totally thought it was gonna be about gaming addiction. I was about to get really mad. That's what I assumed when
not
you said
it took a
the first
completely
sentence of
different
it.
turn. It's about power
'Cause
consumption.
I was expecting this is gonna be like them getting banned in like the Bible Belt and stuff of like those types of reactionary.
Yeah, yeah, I
But
fully
nope,
understand.
you got get surprised.
So, I'm just gonna get this out of the way. I've been stacking up article after article after article. It's time we do an Activision Blizzard follow up.
Oh, nice.
We might as well get this out of the way. So the first article I have is from Kotaku, and it is about Inside Blizzard's developer infamous Bill Cosby suite.
Oh shit.
Since news broke last, well, this is a very old. This is from July. Yeah, July 28th.
Hmm
So this is since news broke of the allegations of sexual harassment and discrimination at Activision Blizzard via a legal complication from the state of California, many top male developers there, both current and former, have responded with shock and dismay. But while many claim they weren't aware of the problematic frat boy culture leading to accusations of sexual harassment and assault at the hands of male Blizzard employees, comments and images shared on social media paint a different picture. Based on photographs and screenshots of Facebook posts obtained by Kotaku, it's clear that people behind Alex Esferati, the man named in the lawsuit and longtime World of Warcraft developer, were aware of the Cosby Suite mentioned in the lawsuit. That was apparently a nickname for Osserati's Bill Cosby's 2013 hotel room and seemingly a reference to the name of previously convicted rapist Bill Cosby. Asperati worked on World of Warcraft beginning in 2004, designed some of the biggest quests, and eventually became a creative director on the 2016 Legion 2018 expansion. He is the only person of Blizzard, outside of Blizzard, President J. Allen Brack, outraged, named in the lawsuit. Ooh, I did not know J. Allen Brack was named. No one addressed that.
Ooh.
A fact that's made is easy for many to try distance themselves from Asferati's actions. I am butchering this right now. During a company event in an annual convention called BlizzCon, Asferati would hit on female employees, telling him he wanted to marry them, attempting to kiss them, and putting his arms around them. The complaint reads. The complaint reads. This was in plain view for other male employees, including supervisors, who had to intervene and pull him off female employees. Asferati was so known to engage in harassment of females that his suite was nicknamed the Cosby Suite after alleged rapist Bill Cosby. But the Bill Cosby Suite was more than just a nickname or a joke. Based on images and comments Asferati posted on his Facebook, supplied to Kotaku by a former developer at Blizzard, it was reportedly a booze-filled meeting place where many, including Asferati, would pose with an actual portrait of Bill Cosby while smiling. It is also...
Oh my god. What the fuck? Sorry. It's hard to just go walk by. I mean, that's. It's just like them finding that. And him being like, I can explain. You see. Oh shit.
Okay. It was also a hotspot for informal networking at BlizzCon. 3 sources told Kotaku where people looking to make inroads at the company would go to meet and hang out with some of its top designers. Asferati did not respond to Kotaku by press time and deleted most of his social media presence, but Asferati can clearly be seen in a number of pictures surrounded by a variety of unidentified people sitting on a bed. The captions on the screenshot suggest the album hails the gatherings held for the BlizzCon 2013 in a hotel room that was reportedly referred to as the Cosby Suite. They're really nailing this home. They want you to know that he was referring it to the Cosby Suite.
I mean, it seemed like the dude who owned it was trying to nail it home as well.
Shit. Uh, the captions and comments are both written by and referred by name to other Blizzard employees. The picture shown one ex-Blizzard source familiar with the people presented in the pictures identified as an HR representative present in the hotel room. Another image from the same Facebook album shows a screenshot of a 2013 group chat called the BlizzCon Cosby Crew.
Oh
In it,
my God.
former Blizzard designer David Kosick writes, "I'm gathering the hot chicks," spelled with two X's, "for the cause," referring to the Cosby Suite. Brangham.
The Cosby cause. The fuck? I just, I mean, there's like no way that like the joke's gone so far that it's like they're not like aware of what's happening. This was
I'm
just
not
a
done.
one-time reference.
I'm not. I'm not done. I'm sadly not done. Okay, so Brangham replies, Asferati, "You can't marry 'em all of them, Alex," Kazakh writes. "I can. I'm Middle Eastern," responds Asferati. Jesse McCree, currently a lead game designer at Blizzard, then writes, "You misspelled fuck."
Some real highbrow guys.
Some class. So, in the lieu of all this coming out, J. Allen Brack actually stepped down. He departed from the company. He's leaving the company, and according to Bloomberg.
Oh yeah, it seemed like wasn't he doing that pretty far back anyway?
Yeah, I mean,
He's
no,
probably
he
trying to get
wasn't
that
doing
done
that.
before this
This
all got out.
article was from August 3rd. This
Oh, okay.
came like 5 days after all that article was released that J. Allen Brack was
Uh,
leaving.
gotcha.
So yeah, J. Allen Brack is leaving the company amid a cultural reckoning. Apparent Activision Blizzard Inc. over a California lawsuit alleging sexual discrimination or harassment. Brack's departure was disclosed in an email to staff Tuesday, which was reviewed by Bloomberg. Brack will be replaced by Jen O'Neill and Mike Abram, the new co-leaders of Blizzard. The shares fell 3.5% Tuesday. So yeah, J. Allen Brack left after all that. Um, and I believe, oh yeah,
Luckily it seems like they didn't
they,
there's no evidence yet of them drugging anybody,
I,
right?
the, they were calling it the Cosby Suite. Spooge.
So you think that's yeah, I didn't know how loose the term was. I didn't know
Like,
if anyone came out with
it's
an
like,
actual
come on now. Like,
I didn't know if anybody came out with like feeling if there's any
no
you
one
know
has come out and admitted that they drugged anybody, but
or anybody who's like survived or
what,
or went through that.
like,
You know what I mean?
I'm not sure because no one because the article didn't get into it. I'm sure because the sexual harassment. I'm sure there are people that have said it. It's just since the lawsuit's still ongoing, it's probably hard to gather information like that.
Gotcha.
But apparently, Activision Blizzard accused of dead naming transgendered employees. This is an article that came out August 14th. Yeah.
It's really it's a bad thing to do. It's a bad thing to do,
Like,
but it's really hard after the Cosby thing. Like this is like expected now.
like, yeah,
It's like,
they're
well, duh. If they're if they're drugging women and like idolizing Cosby and referencing it in their activities, like I
like blatantly referencing it.
like dead naming's bad, but it's this is kind of like a step back.
And they've expanded the lawsuit against Activision, adding temporary workers to the female full-time and adding temporary workers to the female full-time employees of whom it is suing on behalf. So they're expanding the lawsuit. And one last article to wrap it up. This came out quite recent. This came out not too long ago. This came out last week. August 25th was when it was updated. Activision Blizzard apparently the publisher's HR department was shredding documents.
Uh-oh.
Yep. The California Department of Fair Employment and Housing updated its lawsuit against Activision Blizzard today, adding temp workers to the original complaint while accusing the publisher of withholding key documents. With the first to report the update lawsuit, one of the key passages says the documents and records have not been maintained as required by law, and that documents related to the investigation and complaints were shredded by human resource personnel, and emails are deleted 30 days after employee separation. So now they're just trying to, now that they're caught, they're trying to burn the evidence.
Hmm. Great.
So
Wait, why do they have paperwork of this stuff?
well, because you go because the human resource, you go to someone sexually harass you, you go to human resources, you got to file a complaint. They got to fill out paperwork and shit, and they got to keep that for legal reasons. But I'm guessing as soon as the lawsuit came into effect and people started investigating and coming into the office, some of the HR personnel was like, these are some personal documents that I just need to shred real quick. Oh, those were the wrong documents. My bad.
I love how last minute they always do it.
Like, it's it's not a.
Holy shit.
All I got to say is I'm so glad that I was right about Blizzard for the most part. It's because it seems more because this whole time it's more Blizzard employees that's being named in the lawsuit than anybody. So I'm just
Yeah.
glad that I was. It's unfortunate that I was right about Blizzard being just a company full of shitheads, but it feels so good to be right.
Just scum fuckery.
Like I hate to say it. Look at the. I understand that they have a wide fan base and that there are LGBTQ members in their fan base, and
What's the
the
lead dude's name again? I want to see what this motherfucker looks like.
J. Allen Brack.
J. Allen Brack.
Just and you might as well just Google the Cosby Suite. Get a look at the picture.
Oh, ooh, ew, that's even a worse picture with long hair. Ooh, he does not look good with long
Yeah,
hair. uh,
it doesn't look good. He doesn't look good at all.
If he put on sunglasses, he'd look like a even more out of shape Steven Seagal.
But let me see if Cosby. Yeah, it's literally the first thing that pops up.
Just pictures of it.
The Cosby Suite, the infamous Cosby Suite picture. All you have to do is type in Cosby Suite. It should be the first thing that pops up.
Clickety click.
Like that is such a cringe picture.
Look at them all. Ew. What if they Cosby each other?
Like you can Google this. You can. I'm not editing this picture in like I did the glass sponge. I'm not giving them any kind of recognition. Fuck these
No.
guys.
Fuck them. Um. Hey, did you do you ever hear about Mortal Kombat Conquest?
Mortal Kombat Conquest.
Apparently, there's a 1998 Mortal Kombat live action series,
Oh
and it's on
yeah,
HBO Max.
it's from 1998. Yeah,
And I'm just looking at just like the pictures on the top.
it's got
This looks like a wild ride,
it's got.
and I feel like we're gonna have to. I feel
Oh,
like we're gonna have to. I feel like we're gonna have to do it.
it's on HBO Max.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Because I know we have Annihilation coming up, but we might have to include this with our '90s Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, we definitely have to. Especially since it's available.
Yeah, and they're long episodes, but it's only one season.
Yeah, it's 22 episodes though.
Hey, that's some content right there.
Oh yeah, that's gonna.
Honestly, I mean, just looking at some of the costumes, even if it's cheesy as fuck, I already feel like it's probably gonna have more work put into it than most things.
I'm trying to look it up on HBO Max real quick. No, I don't want
I
to
just
play it.
found it
I
written. I was like, what the fuck is this?
that is uh yeah, that's gonna have to be a November December thing.
Yeah, I was just looking around on HBO because I've been in a movie mood and I wanted to at least watch one soon at some point. I was trying to get an idea.
Oh yeah,
'Cause I know
well
we have our Halloween picks, but
yeah, we
we'll get
definitely
some
got
other
to get
ones.
our Halloween. Oh, you know what? We I don't have any more articles or anything to cover, so we can actually call this relax talk if you want
Oh
to.
yeah, I forgot we were even still going.
All right, so that was the articles that I had lined up. Next relax talk's probably going to be a lot looser because I haven't really been collecting articles. I've been just collecting like random topics that I want to talk about.
Yeah,
So it might be a little looser from here on out because I like covering the articles, but it's not it's not a lot of interesting news happening. You know?
yeah. Wait for something to pop up.
Yeah, and we gotta still gotta do this. But if you've been listening this long, thank you very much for listening to the Project Relax Talk. Please go check out some more of our content. We post Let's Plays right now. It's currently Monday through Fridays, but Fridays can be substituted out for random videos like the Deer Starfish archives and like video game reviews and such when scripts are finished and recorded and everything. Leave a comment on what you think of what we covered and share the video around. Thank you again
Don't fuck
for
with elephants.
hmm?
So don't fuck with elephants.
Yeah, don't fuck with elephants. That we need to have before we sign off, a spooge, a fun fact from Spooge of the day.
Fun fact for me.
Yeah, because you always share like last time you was sharing how you don't be like that person that get it mauled by a bear and called their parents during it. You're you're always saying you're always giving us a weird sign off like that.
I, I think I only did that once. uh,
But don't fuck with elephants is a good one. So
yes.
that will be a bye bye.
Bye bye.